So, we got a lot of news in the past week for Silksong, but I wanted to go a bit into detail about one specific picture that we've gotten, and that is of this little quaint town that we've seen in multiple different trailers and multiple different images. The latest one being this one, well, the one that is showing on screen right now. Now, if you do take a look at this and look at the original version that we've had, you can pretty much see quite like straight up. Well, there's a couple changes, like there's no quest board right now, which I'm gonna go into it when it comes to the theory, and the shopkeeper is also changed, but the biggest one is the background is blurrier and seemingly darker, like there's not as much light there. And that is because there's not as many lights, well, lit up as it is in the older trailer, in the older images. My theory for this, and I want to thank guys from the Silksong Discord, from the Hollow Knight Discord, right? Because it was during the discussions with them I ended up thinking about this. What if throughout Silksong you go from town to town and doing the quests, possibly the main story alongside the smaller quests at the quest board, allows you to upgrade the towns and repair them? Now, we know that Farloom is not a dead kingdom, it's a dying kingdom, so a kingdom that's actively being destroyed in one way or another, possibly with the towns being derelict and, falling over, right? The houses falling over each other and slowly being destroyed. Now, doing the quests, it would make a bit of sense that you would be able to help the townspeople to, I don't know, gather some ingredients, defeat some rogue bugs, or some random, like, wild bugs, right? Which would lead to the towns becoming better and better. At least that's what I believe right now. Now the next question is, why is there no quest board in the second image? Well, I think it's because the moment we see here in the new picture is when Hornet first comes to the town, and the town just doesn't really have yet, like, hey, this person can actually help us, let's give them some tasks. So this is just as we got into the town, we don't know anyone, we haven't seen any of the story within the town, and the quest board either will unlock later or is, well, unlocked, but it's not in that spot anymore. Maybe Team Cherry moved it. So yeah, as you do gathering quests or hunt quests, you will be able to help the bugs repair the town and slowly, change the sign, because, the sign in the new image looks a lot more broken down, a lot older. Meanwhile, the one in the older image looks a lot more new. You light up more of the torches and light bulbs in the background, so the town becomes more and more into view. I think this could be a very interesting thing to add into Silksong to showcase the character being a lot more involved within the world. Because in Hollow Knight, the knight was always, saw things happen, but never really felt like they had something to do with what's going on themselves, other than, of course, taking the place of the Hollow Knight or defeating the Radiance and, getting rid of the infection. Well, to be fair, actually, there is one, which is the infected crossroads, which I just thought about now, but anyway. Seeing Hornet, who's not only a voice protagonist this time around, so she can actually, tell people her own ideas, also helping people in the towns, because she has a will of her own, and then she seems to be a very benevolent character who wants to help people. I wouldn't put it past Team Cherry to do this kind of gameplay mechanic where you can repair the towns as you do the quests. Plus, it would actually give a proper, visual progression on how far along you are doing the quests. The town is derelict and in ruins, well, you haven't done any quests. The town is in perfect order, working, and lights are lit up and whatnot, well, you just finished all the quests. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to do a quick little video to talk about this, because I feel like it could be quite important, and it could be quite interesting to see if this does end up being the case. Now, I don't want Team Cherry to just straight up come out and say, yes, this is how it's going to work. No, I just want to experience it myself. And yes, I know, people, let's manage our expectations. Yes, I brought up an idea that I feel like is quite awesome, but if it's not the case and that's just how the town looks, I guess, yeah, some criticism, because the town looks a bit less cool with the background being blurry, I can understand, but let's not go attacking Team Cherry because the game still looks gorgeous from all the other images. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did so, why not leave a like, comment, or even subscribe. I want to thank you guys for watching and hope to see you all in the next one.